Welcome. I'm Collins Trott, Child Development Faculty on the Wallace Community College Dothan campus. In this episode, we are going to be learning about children. Child development is one of the most fascinating subjects you can study. Children are constantly changing and discovering. They are also curious and creative. Who else would use a cardboard box for a house, a cart, or a hiding place? If you spend any amount of time with children, you know they can be loving and challenging. As you learn more about children, you will see that they go through many stages of growth and development. Both growth and development imply change. In this class, CHD 201 and in CHD 209, we emphasize the early years before birth through elementary school, because these years are the most important in shaping children's lives. So join me, Miss Trott, as we learn all about learning about children. For many years, scientists and researchers have been studying children. The goals of these professionals is to learn more about how children grow and develop. Child development is defined as the scientific study of children from conception to adolescence. Like lifespan development, child development is concerned with the whole child and the process or changes that occur in both growth and behavior. Because the domains or areas of child development are so highly interrelated, child development experts must learn about all four domains. Physical development involves growth of the body and the development of both large and small motor skills. Intellectual development includes how people learn, what people learn, and how people express what they know through language. Social and emotional domains are frequently discussed together as they concern interactions with people and social groups, dispositions, and emotions. Two main factors influence growth and development. First, each child has unique inborn traits. Heredity includes all the traits that are passed to a child from blood relatives. Second, a child's surroundings also play a large role. Environment includes all the conditions and situations that surround and affect a child. The way these two factors combine also make children different from one another. For years, people argued about which factor affected growth and development more. This argument was often called nature versus nurture. Now, experts agree that they work together. For example, genes control height potential, but proper diet is needed to reach this potential. Intelligence is inherited, but physical factors like nutrition and rest and the quality of experiences determine whether the potential will be reached. Basic social emotional traits are inherited, but greatly affected by experiences. In recent years, genetics has discovered genes are not fixed as once thought. The environment in which a person lives, both before and after birth, can alter genes through their epigenome. The epigenome consists of chemicals that turn genes on and react by positive and negative factors from the environment. Every science works on certain principles, basic truths or assumptions in child development. You know that each child is unique. Yet through research and observations, you know that there are basic patterns of growth and development called principles. These principles are usually universal, predictable, and orderly. Researchers and theorists use their existing knowledge about principles of growth and development as they develop new theories. Many aspects of a person's growth and development are unchanging. This is called consistency. There are two reasons for consistency. First, new growth, knowledge, and skills are always built on those already acquired. Second, people often live in the same environment for years. Growth and development are, for the most part, gradual and continuous. A child does not grow or develop overnight. Consider a baby taking their first steps on a certain date. Each day before walking, the baby grew, the body matured, and the baby practiced motor skills. All of these small changes led to the baby's first steps. The principle also suggests that development doesn't reverse overnight. The steps in growth and development follow one another in set orders called sequential steps and lead to greater complexity of behaviors. These steps are called stages or milestones. Researchers orderly arrange these milestones through many years of observation. Milestones give adults ideas about teachable moments. A teachable moment is an optimal time when a person can learn a new task. Teachable moments occur when the body and the mind are physically ready, when caregivers encourage and support the child, and when the child feels a strong desire to learn. Growth and development happen at different rates for different people. Researchers know the typical time when developmental milestones occur. The timing is called an age norm and can be expressed as an average age or an age range. Development acceleration occurs when a child performs like an older child, and a developmental delay occurs when the child performs like a younger child. There are many common reasons that growth and development rates differ among people. Rates of growth and development also vary within the individual. Some of the rates of change are expected from biological maturation, but other differences can be attributed by a person's genetic makeup and environmental experiences. People who work with children must understand how areas of growth and development affect one another. Understanding interrelationships improves the way people work with children. Several researchers who study children extensively have developed theories. A theory is a set of statements offered as a possible explanation for a phenomenon such as child growth and development. Child development theories describe changes over time within one or more areas of development, show changes among areas and development, or explain why the changes occur. Some theories deal with biology, others with the environment. There are many theories in child development that are referred to as grand theories. Associated with these theories are the pioneering theorists whose work shaped people's knowledge of child development. The grand theories are maturational, psychoanalytical, psychosocial, learning cognitive development, social cultural, and ecological systems. No one theory has been adequate to describe the complexities of child development, so we have to use them all. All sciences are based on the idea that nature is orderly and can be discovered through the study and observation of things. People must have an understanding of children before they can understand their own developmental roots, or be responsible for or take action on behalf of children. Much of a person's understanding can come from personal observations of children when these are combined with informed knowledge of theory and research. Benefits of studying children include understanding yourself, being a responsible parent, working with children, and protecting children's rights. Observation is the oldest, most common, and best way to learn about human behavior, including the behavior of children. You have all the equipment you need for observing, your senses. Because the senses are the main tool you use, you might think observation skills come naturally. To some extent, they do. It takes training, however, to interpret what you see and hear into information you can use. For this reason, observation skills must be learned. There are many ways to observe children, and they all fall underneath either direct or indirect observations. A direct observation means watching children in their natural environments interact. Indirect observation is done by methods other than watching children, including asking other people questions about the child and observing the products that children make, like their artwork. Now let's review what we've learned. The scientific study of children is called child development. The study of child development includes physical, intellectual, social, and emotional development through 6 stages of the individual's life cycle. Children's growth and development are affected by heredity and environment. Most children follow similar patterns of principles of growth and development. Many researchers have formed theories on how children grow and develop. No one theory is adequate to describe the complexity of development. Theories, however, give direction for further study of children and provide information needed to work with the children. The study of children is important to understand yourself, be a responsible parent, work with children, and protect children's rights. Observing children is the best way to learn about children's behavior. Child observations are done to answer questions, get new ideas, and look for causes that affect behavior. That wraps us up for this episode. You can learn more about this topic by reviewing the resources posted in your course. And as always, if you have any questions, please contact your instructor. Thanks for joining me, Miss Trott, as we learned all about learning about young children. See you next time.